Okay, step 2 is to download the Kali Linux Live. So I'm going to go ahead and hold the control key down and click this link, and that should open up the page where Kali Linux is. Now we could download this installer, but I do not want to do that. It's going to take about 2 hours to install it within VirtualBox if I do it, and it'll also require about 80 gigabytes of space, and I don't want to use that up. And besides that, it will run very slow, if at all. However, if we use the live version, it'll be much quicker. So I'm clicking on the live version here, and I'm going to say save, and then we'll just watch for that to complete. Now this is going to take a little while. In the meantime, I'm just going to mention why the live, or how the live version works and why we're using it. A live version of an operating system is one that normally you would boot from a DVD or a USB, and you bypass your own operating system and boot right to that disk. The downside is that you can't write to it when normally you wouldn't want to run an operating system that way except to perform some particular task. However, what we're going to be doing is running it live through our VirtualBox, and it will run very quickly, and again we won't be able to save anything to it, but we'll be able to poke around and use the tools and so forth from it as long as we keep that ISO on our system. You won't be able to delete the ISO file when you're done. You'll have to keep that around because you're running it live right out of the ISO file in this case. Alright, so I'm going to pause the video now while this thing downloads. Okay, I think our download is done now. Let's just find out where it is. I'm going to right click on here and say open containing folder. And yeah, it looks like it's on my desktop. Now my desktop is not exactly where I want it. By the way, here was a failed start. I'm going to get rid of that one, 0 kilobytes, and another part of a failed start. This is named 1. I don't really need it with that 1 in it because of that other one that I had, the failed start one, so I'll get rid of that. There we go. Now this is not really where I want to keep it. I'm going to go ahead and do a cut here, and I'm going to go down. This is just for me, by the way. You don't have to, you can put it wherever you want, but I have a spot I want to put it in Documents, and then Virtual Machines, Masters, VirtualBox. So I'm just going to paste it there, and this is where I will use it when I create my virtual machine. Alright, that one's ready. Step 2 is done.